coffee.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday to you. Now, most human beings would say Wednesday. It's actually Wednesday.
It's really not. I think the ness is silent.
Wednesday. There you go. Today we honor who I believe may be the smartest human being ever.
The guy that invented coffee?
No, Mr. Rogers. When he sat down, he would sit down to put on his shoes. To me, that just seems smart because I used to put my shoes on standing up, and now I put them on sitting down, and it just seems smarter to me because there's less pressure on you, and I don't tie my shoes.
Before this started, John was saying, what should we talk about today? This is what he chose, apparently.
Mr. Rogers, smartest human being ever to live. I just need to make sure the mic was on.
That would actually be funny.
No, it wouldn't.
I could see, though, that it was going on.
Oh, that's right. You can, because otherwise it would just be like, brrr. It would be like a heart rate monitor with nothing working.
That someone's dying?
Yeah. So today we are heading into Vallarta, which is Vallarta for you mere mortals. And I think we're hitting Costco, which I love Costco with the gout attack because they have the riding things. They're like carts with electric carts. And Christie does not like to wander with me.
Nope.
When I have that because I like to have a little bit of fun with those. And the nice thing is nobody ever gets upset. Like when you're a kid, you're like, well, you can't ride those. But when you're older, people are like, just take them. You can do that.
What if there isn't one available when you go?
I will panic.
What will you do, honey?
I just told you, I will panic.
So we're going to go to Costco. We have to get water filters for our system, which you need to know which filters we need.
Yeah, I know. We're having these problems. I think we're drinking disgusting water because our filters, you don't have to get a new filter and replace it. There's this alarm that goes off. All you do is reset the alarm.
Yeah, I might have reset it a couple times.
Yeah, and I know that when we checked our first filter last time, there was a lot of sand and crap in it. So somewhere in our system, we've had bad stuff happening. So we also have a water filter that's at the main line that comes into our property now.
Which doesn't really seem to be working all that well.
Well, no, it has to be because sand can't get through that and into our system. This is stuff that was in our system previously because something bad happened in this neighborhood. And when they dug, water or sand got into the water pipes and flushed it into the system. And we've got so many delicate parts that we probably should have had a filtration system on before that, but we didn't. So there you go.
Yes.
In Mexico, the water leaves wherever they make water clean. And then when it goes through the pipes. And it's funny because in Vallarta or in Bucerias, all around town, you'll see like water come out of the ground and then it gets bigger and bigger. And then they'll fix that hole and 2 more holes will come somewhere else because it's
once they repair the pressure.
Yeah, it's just a game of whack-a-mole. So it's just this horrible, it's a game. It's a game. It's a water game.
So we have to get water filters. We want to go to Costco. We want to go to the meat place and get some wings. And
last time we got wings, I think we told you guys they were disgusting. It smelled like a farm. It was disgusting. And if you touched this frozen mass of wings, you smelled terrible. So Comnor, what the hell was up with that? And we had friends that bought wings at exactly the same time. They had to return their wings. So Comnor knew something was up. And they still allowed them to leave the window or the door.
To be sold, yeah.
And I think that, if it was a restaurant that was selling wings, maybe they wouldn't care.
They would have. They wouldn't have served those.
Who knows? We don't know.
No.
I think so.
Commoner took them back, no problem.
They did. And we got a credit there. And this coffee is really good today. I don't drink coffee a lot anymore, and this is my second half cup because the cups are quite large. But it's very yummy. And what do you have white stuff in there?
Shay bought some no sugar coconut creamer for me to try.
How is it?
It's good. I put in some of the stevia drops. It's quite yummy.
Very nice.
Quite yummy.
So what's everybody doing today? It is hump day, so we are halfway through the week, which is where the hump comes from, I guess, because I don't think dogs rule today. You know, humping dogs.
Yeah, I get it. You're just not funny. Hi, Jen. Good morning. Someone needs to break up this monotony.
Yes.
Again, you know, there's people watching. We just can't see who. Can't see in there.
Oh, it worked for Romper Room.
No, it didn't really. It was fake.
She would like, and every time she would say, and I see little John, I would like, oh my gosh, she can see me. Like, it was awesome. Like, what a great way to trick kids.
What else? Oh, Home Depot too. We have to go to today.
Yeah, Home Depot. I'm going to finish off. I'm going to do some Kratky stuff, I think, and just get some lettuce planted. So it's going to be fun. We're going to try it out. Kratky is the simple hydroponic where you just pour water in a bin, and it goes just a sliver, so it just above your seed. So you draw it. It grows roots. And as the roots grow and the plant grows, it consumes water, makes an air gap, and keeps going down. Yes, John, you don't have the magic mirror. What? I do.
No,
I
she's
have.
asking.
Oh, John, you
Let's
don't
look
have
at
the
the question
magic.
marks.
Oh, I don't have the magic mirror then. Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks, Lori. Hi, Kathy. Morning, guys. Enjoy your coffee. I am enjoying my coffee today.
And good morning, Shar. How are you this morning?
Thanks for saying hello, because if you don't say anything, we don't know you're there.
And Ryet, good morning.
Good morning. So yeah, today is it's going to be a fun day, and we're going into town with Shay and Matt and your mom. And I'm going to take some photos because we are starting MexicoLife.com. And we're paying a lot of money for the system.
You don't have to keep saying that.
To make it happen. And we need to know what kind of stuff you want to see on the website, because obviously there's going to be properties. And do we just tell real estate stories? Do we tell, I guess we have to do testimonials. And I'm also going to need to start a Google business because I don't know if we can change the name of Elements. And it's not really Elements because it's going to be Mexico Life. Because the whole reason we're doing Mexico Life is because Elements turned into the John and Christie show. And it's funny because we had an agent tell us this probably 10 years ago.
Well, I think maybe even longer.
And it has turned into the John and Christie show, which is great. It's paid the bills. It's done great things. Yeah. But we want to make it where it doesn't have to be the John and Christie show. It could be the agent's show. So, and now we're going to be expanding across Mexico. So I'm very excited about that. Very excited about a lot of stuff right now. Just not this gout. Because this gout is just, this is long.
I actually spelled my name right this time.
Get out of here. It's a long time that this gout thing has been done.
It is on my own page, so it should. You'd think it would.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So what's going on? We need to know what's going on in your world.
Clem is looking in today, still trying to learn something. He's selective. We are, it's almost Clem's birthday.
What? Is he going to be celebrating his birthday in Mexico?
Clem? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his birthday's on Sunday. Easter Sunday.
We've had our birthdays on Easter Sunday in the past as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've had it maybe 2 times in my life.
I was born on Easter Sunday.
Well, it changes.
I am special.
It does change. So we know in 1968, Easter Sunday was on a Sunday.
Easter Sunday was on a Sunday.
It was a Sunday.
He's good.
April 14th.
He's good, you guys.
So who can look right now and see if Easter Sunday was on April 14th, 1968?
Do you not believe me that I was born on Easter Sunday? Ask my mommy.
I don't know. I can't with certainty say.
Hey, Google. Easter Sunday, 1968. What day was it?
Here's some information from the web that might possibly help. April 14th. On the website when-easter-sunday.com, they say, Catholic Easter Sunday in 1968 was on Sunday, April 14th.
You were born on Easter.
Sunday in 1968.
He doubted me, you guys. Okay, Google, thank you. Stop.
And your granddaughter was born on Christmas.
See, we're special.
You are.
We
special.
are special.
You are special.
So we just got through a 26-hour power outage, and it was -10. Can't wait to be able to head down to Mexico. Oh, you poor, poor person. That's horrible. That explains a lot that I'm special. And then good morning, Christie. I missed that. And
good morning,
John.
Christie and John. Hello, Lori.
Good morning, Lori.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up
We
my
are
coffee.
not talking about those things, Clem says. I'm pretty sure he means his birthday, but it's his birthday. I just won't say how old he is or how young he is, but it is his birthday.
Look at all that sludge in the bottom there.
That's what you get for taking the last sip of the coffee. That's why I never finish it.
It's kind of, you can't really taste the grains, but you can taste the seeds. Like you know it's grainier. Yeah. I didn't drink coffee for the first 40 some years of my life because it's a gross, disgusting habit. And then when I started to encourage Christy, I'm like, maybe you should give up coffee. She's like,
maybe you should try coffee.
Maybe you should try coffee. And she's like this drug dealer that, you know.
Have said this so many times.
But it is true. She is like a drug dealer. And she keeps getting me hooked on stuff. So I think she's trying to get me hooked on alcohol. Now I am buying a still. I did buy one.
So I don't think I have to do that. I think he's doing it on his own.
I actually did buy one. We're just waiting for it. Still. We're still waiting for the still. Now, should I... Part of me is like, I should make a website and kind of detail the journey. And then part of me is like, why? Do I really want people to know that we're making alcohol here?
Oh my God, there's nobody in the world that doesn't know. You talk about it all the time.
That's true. So Chris says, buenos dias. I'd like to rant about going backwards in this crazy pandemic, thanks to the Western University students that have caused a major increase in local cases.
Oh.
I don't know. The whole
Damn
kids. The whole reason that we've decided right now in this time in history to lose the weight is because it appears as though insulin resistance and insulin related items are causing this. So yeah, we've decided that
are factors, not causing it. They're factors in it and causing some people to get sicker than others.
So
for instance, my brother and his wife, he got quite sick. She got sick, but not as sick as he did. Their daughter,
they're getting better. Well, yeah, kids.
They are getting better. They have had the ivermectin.
I think it's
ivermectin.
I think so.
Whatever they had.
But yeah, kids do not die from this. Period. No.
Unhealthy kids do, honey.
Yeah,
there are some kids that have died from COVID.
The odds of a child getting COVID and dying. Like I remember there was one child that a local doctor said that died in Mexico, and it was a child, like a 10-year-old female. She had Down syndrome, and there was these other issues that this child had. So yeah, it's the odds of a child dying, they're going to be struck by lightning 10 times before.
It is slim, but it has happened. Yeah. Hun, it has happened.
Yeah, I get you, Christy.
Okay.
I get you. But I still think that healthy people do not die from this. So I think the object is to be as healthy as we possibly can, or get the frickin' vaccine. Because the vaccine, I think it's only killed 1,700 in some people. So it is better than dying from the disease, I'm guessing. So yes, Christy's brother, healthy at work. Actually, he's not healthy. He's still exhausted, but he is working now.
There was an article that someone posted talking about how these people that were feeling lonely and distressed and stuff, now with the vaccine, that seems in their minds it's lifting. So it's a good placebo, if anything.
Yeah.
For mental health.
Yeah. I had gone to the doctor and he diagnosed me with, what the hell was it called? Hypochondria.
Oh, God.
He gave me a placebo, and it worked.
Sorry.
It did. It worked well. It did.
See, if you guys would be asking us questions, wouldn't have to listen to him talk. Hello.
Yeah, I do like the hypochondria because it's gotten me through life. There is nothing worse than the human mind to do incredible things for you. You know, your heart skips a beat. Oh my God, my heart is stopping. You know, you get a sore throat. Oh my God, I've got cancer. You know, just these things that go through my mind. Well, used to. Because I was a sickly child. I was in the hospital.
And now he's just sick in the head.
All the time as a child. And that's how, when I wanted to become an American, because in Sault Ste. Marie, we've got Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. The hospitals were along the river. And I used to watch the boats go by, but I would look at America. And I would be like, I want to be an American so bad. So bad. And then I didn't anymore. And now I don't want to be a Canadian.
He didn't.
Because Canadians, it's just, you know, Trudeau Sr. years ago, he's like, hey, look, I found Canada's testicles. Don't worry, I cut them off. And then it's just been ever since.
John, what is your take on socks? Oh, Kathy, he wears them to bed. He's such a freak.
Yeah, I've worn socks. I went to see the asthma doctor. I was having an asthma attack here. I didn't realize it, but I'd had been for 3 months.
To ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to specify ask good questions, but okay, he'll talk about his sock habit.
So the doctor said, wear socks because socks helps your breathing. I don't know how, but he is a specialist.
Placebo.
It may be placebo. But I sleep so much better with socks. If I'm not wearing socks and my feet are cold, I do not sleep. But boy, do I sleep awesome with socks. So I do. I sleep with socks. I wear socks all day. It's very, very rare you will see me without socks. I have probably 100 pair of socks in my sock drawer.
No, you don't.
Wow.
Maybe 20. Maybe 20.
Oh, I've got more than 20.
Go count them. Just get lost.
I see what she's doing there. So yes.
I don't wear socks. Very seldom.
But you haven't our entire marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you'd be barefoot and pregnant. You really would be.
I was that barefoot and pregnant.
Yeah.
And even in the winter in Canada, I wouldn't wear socks. Now, I will say though that last time we were in Canada, well, I guess this past summer, it was so cold that I wore socks. Well, actually, I still don't think I wore socks very much because I wear Birkenstocks all the time. And that's one thing I've never packed when we vacation in Mexico is
Chris,
socks.
It's normally a good idea.
Especially socks with sandals. Absolute no. I will pretend I don't know you. 100%
effective birth control. Socks and sandals. 100%. No worries about getting anybody pregnant.
Yeah. Better than a condom.
It is absolutely better. And I don't know why men wear socks with sandals.
Because they're nerds.
Yeah, I've never worn socks and sandals ever.
Yes, you have.
We have.
In the yard, you have.
Oh, maybe I have.
Yeah, you have.
I have, actually.
And that's why we have no more children.
I remember that. We have red ants right now. Actually, your poison must have worked because we seem to have less around the property.
I will beg to differ. After yesterday, I got bit yesterday by a few of them. Stupid ants.
I think they're fire ants.
They are. That's what red ants are fire ants.
I don't know. Is a red ant a fire ant?
I Googled it last night, and they do have poison in them.
So where did it bite you?
My fingies.
Okay. Had wished I had brought warm socks down there past New Year's.
Yeah.
It was so cold there. It was.
I actually, a few years ago, we had a really cold for us winter down here. And I looked everywhere for a pair of little slippers, like just little socklet type slippers. I looked and looked and looked, couldn't find them here. So the next time we were in Canada after that, I bought myself a pair and I still wear them. I don't wear them very often, so they'll probably last me forever. But I just, every once in a while, I just like my toes warm. Not very often though, because then I get too hot.
So I woke up at 6:38 this morning. And then I'm like, Christie, because my bladder was yelling at me. I'm like, Christie, are you in the bathroom? Because she wasn't beside me. Nothing. No noise, no anything.
I wasn't in the bathroom.
She's been up since 3:30 this morning.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been out of bed since 3:30, but I've not been sleeping since 3:30. I couldn't go back to sleep. I woke up and I
hear women of a certain age have a difficult time sleeping as they get older.
You hear this. You hear him talking like this.
So I'm just saying.
All I have to do is mention period a couple of times, though, and he'll freak out. So I'm okay.
I watched a great video on home improvement, a recent interview with one of the superstar moms of the 80s. And one of her lines that I loved is she says something to the effect where she says, I'm okay being married to a man who thinks that PBS is something that women get once a month. I love that, because I did like PBS growing up. I did.
But you talk about PMS and that freaks him the heck out,
Just
you guys.
Stop it.
It's actually quite fun, especially when I have some girls around, especially my girls, and we get to torment their father. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I've never been. I had brothers. I grew up with brothers, no sisters. Well, I have a half sister, but she lived away from us, and she's.
Now we know why.
Yeah. So I've never bought Christie
any kind of female aids
ever in our marriage. I mean, I don't typically go shopping, but even if I did, I don't think I would. I'm past that now.
Yeah, you'll do it now for me?
No, I won't. I'm just saying I don't have to do that anymore. Like I wouldn't. There's no reason for me to do that.
Why?
Because you can walk.
Oh. I get it. I get it.
I love you so much, but I won't do that. I would do anything for love, but I can't do that.
You can. You won't.
I won't do that. I could do anything for love, but I won't do that. I can't. I think that's how the song went. It's Meatloaf, I believe. I love Meatloaf. And the food as well. And I watched some stuff on Boston. Oh my gosh. Like
the group, not the
town. The group. What a tragedy in 2007 for that lead singer. And there was
tell people what happened. Not everybody knows what happened. I don't know what happened.
He killed himself in 2007. And there was this lawsuit where the guy who created Boston, Tom Schultz, they sued him saying that he was the reason the guy died. Well, it turns out that a few days before he died, the guy killed himself. It was discovered that he was living with, for 2 years previous to this, he was living with his girlfriend's sister, platonic relationship. And she and her boyfriend found a video camera in the bedroom. And he admitted to it. And the boyfriend said, you have to let her sister know. He's like, yeah, I'll let her know in a few days. But he killed himself. So there was 2 stories, and it was kind of crazy. But yeah, I think it was the embarrassment is the real reason why he killed himself. But I mean, the guy was obviously struggling with demons as well. So it was a very sad situation. But that is hands down probably my favorite 70s LP is the initial Boston record. His voice was so freaking unbelievable. And I mean, it was their initial album. And they only did one other one, I believe. But the guy was an amazing, amazing musician. And I saw this one guy who was auto-tuning them. And when they auto-tune, it hardly corrects his voice at all because his voice was perfection from the beginning. It was amazing. So, yeah, and you even liked Boston.
Don't ask me what songs they played.
Yeah.
I'd probably recognize them to hear them, but to actually tell you, I would.
Yeah, I think everybody would recognize the Boston tunes if you were a certain age. because we watched these videos yesterday on crazy songs from the 60s and 70s and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I know this was. Okay, I'm with you, John. I grew up with 2 younger brothers. I have never bought my wife an article of clothing in the 34 years of marriage.
Oh, Chris. Not even for her birthday. We're not even talking clothing necessarily. Other feminine things that we need on a monthly basis.
But let's just call it clothing, Chris. I would never buy her clothing either.
I think the only clothing John ever bought me was some skimpy lingerie.
But yeah, we were dating then.
He was hoping.
I was hoping. We were dating. Remember, socks and sandals kill.
Socks in bed isn't much better. Just saying.
But my feet are warm because it's like, why would God put somebody who likes the cold with somebody who likes the warmth? Because at nighttime, you're going to have confusion.
Jim says that he loved Boston more than a feeling.
Oh, God.
That song I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep naming Boston songs because I'll know them. I just have to. I won't sing them, though. I won't put you through that torture.
Yeah. So you've been married 34 years. We are at 32, soon to be 33 years this year.
December.
And 33, so many things have happened at 33 years. And 40. 40 is another one that's interesting. Just as numbers, not as real things. But yeah. I think about it now. And boy, I think I've missed out on some things.
Like what?
Like surfing. I've never learned how to surf.
What else have you missed out on, honey?
Cheerleading. Surfing and cheerleading. I've never done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, it's just a certain age thing. And that was the problem.
Has nothing to do with getting married young?
Oh, heavens, no. That's the problem when you find the girl you're going to marry at 16. You just stop doing stupid stuff. I mean, you still do stupid stuff, but not the really, really stupid stuff. The forever stupid stuff.
He's done some pretty flippin' stupid, forever stupid stuff. Just let me tell you.
Okay, give me a forever stupid stuff I've done.
You set a precedent on our first anniversary, our first Christmas.
Okay, you already probably know the story, but I'm looking for you. What is the worst gift your spouse, your spouse or significant other has ever given you, married or unmarried?
Or fess up, what is the worst gift you've given your significant other?
Admittedly, worst. Yeah. So please just tell us. We will share it with the world to absolve you of any wrongdoing if you haven't been absolved yet.
So you go on and you tell about your worst gift.
So, once again, met her when I was 16, knew I was going to marry her. And
so apparently he was a shitty gift giver his whole life.
So we were 18 when I was married. I was 18. She was older. And she said she wanted these things, so I got them for her. I got her a watch. I thought that was good.
A watch, if you would have even stopped there, you probably would have been able to redeem yourself. What else did you get me?
I got her a scale. Like
a weigh scale.
A weigh scale. Mm-hmm. And weights.
Mm-hmm. Hand weights, yeah. For our first Christmas together as a married couple.
And we'd only been married 22 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was...
So, yeah. I mean, he has made it up. I mean, there was one year that he gave me pearls, which was lovely.
Yeah. And I did go on a cruise with you. And we were at a party and somebody's like, hey, we should do a cruise.
So that was my gift to you, the cruise, because...
No. I mean, well, you paid for it. But
I didn't pay for it, but...
No, but what...
I accompanied you as the gift. My presence, not present, presence was your gift.
Please start telling us your bad gifts now before we start fighting.
There's nothing to fight about. You can't argue with me being your gift.
Look and see.
Nobody said anything yet.
You guys are
Nobody wants to confess. They just want to hear you keep yapping.
The perfect gift givers. You guys are the perfect gift.
Maybe
givers.
you should ask them for good gifts so you can take notes. My birthday's coming up.
I don't even know. Wow. Well, wait. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate that. He says, even I'm not that bad. Appreciate that. I was 18. I'm not 18 anymore. That was a lot of years ago. What the hell? How did we all get old?
It happens.
Yeah. So tell me, was there anything wrong with giving a scale and weights? I was worried about your health. And look what happened to us.
Maybe if you wouldn't have given me such a stupid gift, I wouldn't have got fat. Maybe I'm like, well, now I have to use it. I better gain weight.
Yeah, I just saw some photos of us just from a few years ago. Maybe like 6 or 7, maybe 10. I don't know. But we were fat.
Yeah.
Like huge.
Young and fat.
Yeah, it's like huge fat. I remember when we went.
Feeling much better than what we had been. Yeah. And slowly but surely we're getting thinner.
When we were on Zachary's Made in America tour, we were huge.
We were huge.
I was huge. I saw photos of me with the gun belts and stuff. And
it was those ugly clothes you wore.
I was a big guy.
I bought my wife a case of beer for one of her birthdays. Okay, please tell me it was at least a good craft beer, not just like a Bud or something.
I love that, Chris. That actually, I think that's good. If she likes beer, that's cool. But
a case of beer is not romantic.
Then you're just like, hey, I got to stop off at the liquor store. I got me 3-4 O's of whiskey.
Could see
or whatever, 40s. I got her a case of beer. So just tell me you didn't get Crown Royal as you were getting her a case of beer.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Because that just indicates that maybe it was just like an afterthought. Like if I came home with a case of beer for Christie, she'd be like, who the hell's going to drink this?
Yeah, now a bottle of good tequila.
She would like that. So Chris, so far, love it. Thank you for that. And Chris, honorable mention, you were the first person to say something. So God bless you for that.
Well, Kurt agreed that it was a crappy gift.
Yeah, but he didn't say.
But he didn't confess to any crappy gifts he's given.
Because Kurt never gave a crappy gift.
And wasn't it your wife that just had a birthday, Kurt? Am I wrong? It was him, right?
I believe so.
So you were supposed to tell us what you did for your wife's birthday. Come on, put your money where your mouth is, buddy.
Okay. Last chance. Crappiest gift you've ever given or have received. We will not tell your spouse or significant other or ex-girlfriends or boyfriends or dogs. Because I guess you could give a bad gift to a dog.
No. Dogs, as long as you give them attention.
Dogs love everything. Yeah. They really do.
So this can carry on to tomorrow, too. I mean, we are...
Okay. You have permission from us to consider gifts that you've given or received. So you can share those tomorrow.
Did I ever give you a really bad gift?
I don't know. There are times, and I was very sensitive, where I would have felt that maybe you've destroyed a birthday or ruined an event. I was very sensitive.
All right.
So yeah, it's now our marriage is over.
Why?
Well, because it brings up the scale incident again, and you're angry for days after that.
I'll find a way for you to make it up to me.
Yeah. So guys, a few things we need from you, please, please, please. If you see a good thing on a website, like a real estate website, send it to us so we can rip it off and duplicate it. Also, bad gifts. Please consider them.
No, don't consider them. Tell us about them.
Yeah, Chris,
don't do it again.
For doing it.
Learn from your mistakes.
I wish I would.
Me too. All right.
Ciao, guys.
Thanks for joining in, you guys.